Okay, Georgia and the Czech Republic have played out a thriller in Hamburg. It's only finished 1-1. Georgia led at half time. The Czechs have had a goal ruled out for a handball. The Georgians got their penalty because of a handball, and Schick has scored with his chest after it bounced off the post and hit him. So not the most convincing goal by Schick. He did go off injured with a calf injury, bit of a concern. But he's now become the Czechs' all-time goal scorer at Euros with 6 in total. He got 5 at the last Euros. He's got his account open here, but he's going to be an injury doubt for potentially the rest of the tournament should the Czechs progress past the group stage. Game itself, this Georgian side are really, really fun. They play with no fear. They just play with exuberance, and when they do attack and counter-attack. The Czechs, a lot of possession, a lot of chances created. The Georgian goalkeepers pulled off a string of brilliant saves, including a great double save in the first half. They were peppering the Georgian goal, and as the game wore on, and even after the equaliser, it was basically Czech attack, Georgian defence. But the Georgians had an opportunity to win the game with the last kick, and he's skied it over the bar. The Georgian player, maybe it was one of them. It was a fantastic game. Never a dull moment in this game. There was a bit of rain in Hamburg as well, which I think's impacted things a little bit. It's been hot, it's been humid, bit of rain, changeable conditions. The game itself, I mean, Hložek has had his goal ruled out for a handball. The Georgian goalkeeper saved it. It's bounced off the keeper, hit Hložek in the face, bounces off his head, hits him in the arm and goes in. Of course, we've seen the interpretation and the wording of the handball rule change over the last 6 years, even with VAR and its introduction back in 2017, 2018. So the rule has evolved in the last 6 years. It's almost rewritten every season, but it's ruled out. And it was a lengthy VAR review on it, but it's a 50-50. I mean, pre-2018, I think that probably gets given. Maybe even early on in the VAR days probably gets given, but with the constant changing of the handball rule and the interpretation of the handball rule, it's not given. But that summed up the Czechs' day. Because right on the stroke of half-time, Mikautadze gets his penalty and scores it, but the reason why they get the penalty is Hronek handles it in the box. So they've had a goal denied because of handball, they give away a penalty because of handball, and Mikautadze scores the resulting penalty to make it 1-0. And the Georgians have shown their bits and pieces on the counter-attack, and the Czechs did look a little bit vulnerable and a little bit slow of pace defensively. They are a big side, they're a tall side, so set plays and all that is a clear strength. Physicality is a clear strength, pace is not. And so the Georgians have had their moments, but they get their goal from the penalty spot. Half-time comes. After half-time, it was all the Czech Republic. Literally, they were besieging the Georgian goal. It was a matter of time before one of their corners or throw-ins or shots from distance or build-up play, something went in. Corner comes in, header onto the post, bounces off the post, hits Schick in the chest on 59 minutes and is in the back of the net. Not the most convincing goal by the Czechs, and that did sum up their afternoon. A lot of endeavour, but that final third just wasteful in front of goal, plus they had come across a goalkeeper who was standing on his head in Mikautadze. He stood on his head, string of saves. But then the game, while the Czechs are trying to get that winner because they lost their opening game, as did the Georgians get that last minute counter-attack, 3-on-1. The pass is okay, in fact it's bang on, and he puts it over the bar. And that could have been the ultimate sucker punch, because the Czechs had so many opportunities, and the Georgian goalkeeper has possibly had a man of the match performance, but that would have summed up the Czechs tournament at this point, and the Czechs performance on the day. 2/3 of the field, they're brilliant. That final third, they're either shooting too far out, so low percentage chances with a low percentage outcome, or they're rushing things, or they're just not getting enough power behind the shot, or whatever it may be, or they're not accurate enough. Whereas the Georgians, you cannot doubt their team unity, the work rate, the work ethic. Willy Sagnol, the coach, former France international, has drilled this side really, really well. They are entertaining to watch, and both games they played have been two of the best games of the tournament. We've seen more adventure and willingness and work rate from the Georgians than we've seen from England in 2 games. That's my personal opinion. I'm going to still keep bringing that up because I think you can definitely see a team that's playing for each other, playing with positivity and confidence, and understands the system and understands their strengths and weaknesses, and you see that in the Georgians. The Czechs, I've not been. The Czechs have disappointed me in this tournament. Schick has disappointed me, even though he got his goal. The Czechs as a whole. Well, there were some players today like Sufal and Suchek and Krejci played really, really well and kept plugging away for the 90 minutes. The Czechs as a whole have been a bit flat. But this was a much better performance than what they dished up against Portugal. A bit more accurate with their passing, more energy, more pace on the ball, and they still can't get a win. But there we go. Both sides are still in with a chance to make it through to the knockout stages. We've got Turkey, Portugal up next. That's going to be fun. The Turks are on a high. The Portuguese scraped a win against the Czechs in their opening game. The Turks, this could be their moment to get out of the group, get a key win and really blow the group wide open. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll have some more content for you guys very, very soon.